Minnesota starting lineup. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And for Atlanta, Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Doris, how excited are you for this front court matchup we have in front of us tonight? Two of the best in the game.
BA, I've had this one circled on my calendar for some time. The front court matchup is absolutely special. Two big-time guys.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Randall, good.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Here's Risache. Back to Young. From deep. On target from range.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Randall. Just 5 on the clock. Outside McDaniels. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
And games like that are backbreakers. To be so close to victory, but let it slip away is frustrating.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
Here's Randall, following the score by Atlanta. McDaniels from long range. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. We have to guard him with the numbers. Brian, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window, and exploits it.
Back to Young. 4-3. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Daniels against Edwards. And it's Zachary Risache with a foul. That's his first foul.
Team play.
On defense, Atlanta. Pass to Edwards from behind the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. Down low. McDaniels with a steal. Inside. The kick out to Edwards. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Edwards has got 5 now.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, BA. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
First team foul. Jalen Johnson. One shot.
One shot. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. And here's Randall, puts up a 3. Rebounded by Daniels.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Young, and another basket for Atlanta.
I really like that from Young. Hitting that tweener shot, making them guard you all around the floor.
DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Randall, 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Randall.
Yeah, McDaniels really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
Outside Young. Okongwu will screen on DiVincenzo. Throws it up high. And stolen by Gobert. Deflects the pass. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
Daniels outside. Back to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
DiVincenzo finds Randall. Now here's McDaniels. This one for 3. Okongwu with the rebound.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
Rizachet, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Randall, the pass to Edwards. And he can't get that one. Good D by Daniels. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Hawks. Pass to Rizachet. Okongwu, a screen on Gobert to the paint. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Nice pass by Rizachet. You can already see he has a high basketball IQ.
Randall outside. Here's Gobert. Outside. DiVincenzo. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Hawks have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. There's Young with the 3. He drops it from range. And it's 8 points for Trae Young.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Minnesota again missing. Atlanta leading by 3. Outside Rizachet. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Okongwu, a screen on Gobert. There's Young with the 3, and the Hawks with another 3.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
That's a game they'd like to put in the rearview mirror. They know they treated it a little too lightly.
They sleepwalked through that entire effort. Way too much talent on the roster for them to let that happen.
The Hawks making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Randall. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
Now here's Randall. They trail by 6. Count it. Good. For Atlanta, they've got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. And Doris, the Wolves, the 6th seed last season. But by point differential, they were the 2nd best team in the West.
It didn't start out smoothly for an organization that made major changes. The massive difference in personnel with Julius and Dante changed how they were structured. But boy, with a young superstar in Anthony Edwards, they figured it out, and I think they're well-positioned moving forward.
Edwards, rebounded by Daniels.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Now here's Young. 11 points in the game. No good from outside.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Pass to DiVincenzo. knocks down the triple.
How dangerous a threat from deep is Dante DiVincenzo. Hand up, I don't care where he is beyond the arc.
Young, the pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Lets it go from deep. Pure from three-point range. Young's got 14.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here is DiVincenzo. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Randall against Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
The Hawks leading. Alexander Walker with it. Yet to see a basket. Outside Young. Takes the three. Another three for Atlanta.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Now here's Edwards. Covered by Alexander Walker. And the basket by Edwards.
Well, if you find yourself in between in that mid-range area, Anthony Edwards so confident. Rise and fire, young sir.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Gay's checked in for Okongwu. Newell comes in for Johnson. Krejci's checked in for Daniels. And it's Kennard in for Young. Atlanta leading by 3. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Brian, back to you.
A good partnership. Thanks much for the report, Allie. 2 on the clock. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball.
Boy, Naz Reid giving you a high level of rim protection right there.
Here's Kennard. Hits the rim on the way in, and the puck is good.
Well, the team counts on Kennard for exactly this. When he shoots, you expect him to make it.
Conley finds Reed. Pass to Dillingham. And there's a pick. Lets it fly. Gay with a rebound.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Well, and that one is hammered home.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. And Minnesota with possession here. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Here's Reed, and the layup falls.
Boy, Naz Reid able to concentrate and finish despite incredible defense.
Now here's Alexander Walker, guarded closely. Kennard outside, pass to Newell. Here's Krejci. The three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Berger. And here's Clark. Outside Reed. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's the pick. 6 to shoot for 3. Conley. Atlanta with the rebound. Right side, Alexander Walker. Here's Gay. No points so far. Alexander Walker with the bucket. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Reed. Now here's Clark. Launches it. Buries it from 3.
Oh, that's a nice pass by Naz Reid. This guy has such a well-rounded game.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw in this game.
Clark, watch out.
No good on that one. Outside, Alexander Walker. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. More 2K action in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Another strength for them today, guys. Mid-range shooting. Normally the defense wants to give you that shot. Let's see if they adjust at all.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Newell, then there's Johnson, and it's Gay in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Now here's Kennard. Pass to Newell. Here's Alexander Walker. From the arc. Reid with the rebound. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 6. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. That'll be the second game of a 5-game road trip.
Yeah, Reid setting the screen, then has the smarts to find the soft spot in the defense.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Back to Kennard. Newell from outside. It doesn't go for him. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Conley. Now Reid. Randall on the screen. Beyond the arc. And Reid with a basket on the assist by Conley. Reid's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This has always been an aspect of Naz Reid's game, the ability to spread the floor from 3.
And if you're looking for a steady hand to run the offense, Mike Conley has been the gold standard for years.
BA, one thing coaches love is knowing what they will get from a player every single night. With Mike Conley, that's high-level point guard play, a low-mistake player, a knockdown shooter when left open, but more importantly, the first and only thing he thinks about nightly is, how do we win this basketball game in front of us?
He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
With their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And they've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Yeah, Johnson will take advantage of a look from 3 every time.
Now here's Conley, covered by Alexander Walker. Randall outside. Shoots. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And Minnesota with some changes. Juzang comes in for Clark. Shannon comes in for Dillingham. Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Kennard outside. And he's going for the lob. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kennard. And a look now at Atlanta's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for their matchup with the Raptors, they'll need to be pretty much perfect for that one. Anything less than that means they're in for a tough evening.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Minnesota. Right wing. Here's Randall. Back to Conley. Pass to Shannon. There's the three. Sinks it from distance. Shannon's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. There's the screen. Here's Gay. Back to Young. Three-pointer. Oh, Young. He's money from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Lets it go from 11. Edwards can't hit. Atlanta's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Pass to Young. Outside, Alexander Walker. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside McDaniels. Now Randall. 10 points for him. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Julius Randle.
Well, it's a downward trend, and that could be for many reasons. Maybe they're asking him to play different roles. Sometimes it's the guys around you. If you're playing alongside a great rebounder, there aren't as many boards to go around. So you really have to dig into the details to understand why this is happening.
Daniels is checked in for Kennard. Outside, Alexander Walker. To the middle. Pass to Gay. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Katangos checked in for the Hawks. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed's checked in. He's off on the second. Something everybody likes about Naz Reid is his energy. It's infectious.
This is why the fans love him. And what I admire most about Naz, yes, he's been effective off the bench. He's been able to fit into any lineup. Every year the coaching staff comes in and says, I'm not sure where he fits, and Naz finds a way to carve out a role. Big jelly in the house.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Outside Edwards. They set a pick to win the run. Oh, Edwards, money on the triple.
Well, in pick and roll action, Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
Daniels outside. Pass to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson on the wing. And here's Young. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now here's Reed. Randall outside. Outside Edwards. Pass to Conley. The three is up. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Conley's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Daniels. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hadn't been met in over 3 decades, BA. And in the process, the Aussie earning the nickname, the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Risache, he's checked in for Gay. And the Timberwolves also making a change. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Both good from the line that time. Here's Edwards, coming off a 28-point game against Brooklyn.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Here's DiVincenzo, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
A prototypical tough play from Dante DiVincenzo earns himself a trip to the free throw line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And that one misses. And how much do coaches adjust their plans when facing back-to-back games?
I think, BA, that really depends on your team and obviously the opponents you're playing against. Rotations can be modified if need be. You're looking at certain matchup situations. What's the type of team you're playing on the back end?
Here's Reed. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Now here's Edwards. 10 points for him. Randall on the screen from the high post. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Yeah, Dante, a 3-level scorer. That time the defense concedes the mid-range, so he takes it.
And here's Daniels. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 8.
Wow, Johnson using a great move on the bounce.
DiVincenzo with it. 7 points in the game. McDaniels can't hit.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back to you, BA.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Noel, he's checked in for Atlanta. Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Pass to McDaniels. Now DiVincenzo fires the 3, and he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Always assertive off the catch. Dante doesn't give the defender time to react.
Outside Rizachet. Back to Young. Launches a three. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Edwards. Takes a three. That shot is off.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Okongwu, the pass to Young. Picked up by Okongwu. Young misses. Timberwolves shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Here's Edwards. It's good! Edwards! What strength!
I'll tell you, this team has not had an answer for Anthony Edwards. They shouldn't feel alone, though. He's put a lot of work on a lot of teams.
Daniels outside. Soft touch off the glass. Daniels has gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Conley, averaging around 5 points a game. Here's Reed. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
Naz Reid understands how to play physically inside, able to get a shot off despite the foul.
And that one falls for Reed.
Naz Reid is the perfect modern big man. He can stretch you to distance. He will rebound consistently, but he can also put it on the deck and catch you off guard if you let him.
Gay's checked in for Atlanta. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Shannon's checked in for Mike Conley. And so Reed nails them both. Now Young. 20 points for him. Pass to Daniels. Outside Rizachet. Shot clock at 6. Now Okongwu. Shoots over Reed. That's good from Okongwu. On the assist from Rizachet.
Really good passing wing. Rizachet isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
And here's Reed. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. Reed's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Here's Gay, averaging around 5 points a game. Back to Rizachet. From the high post. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 3. Reed finds DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Rizachet. Another one falls for Minnesota.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Now here's Young. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game. Pass to Gay. McDaniels with the rebound.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop. How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
And Atlanta with possession here. Following the score by Minnesota. Daniels outside. Looking to win the run. And it's good on the layup. Daniels has got 6.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Pass to Edwards. Over Daniels. Edwards so good inside.
I just love the ball movement.
34 seconds left in the second. Here's Gay. The 3 from Rizachet. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got 7 rebounds in the game. And so it's Reed with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now here's Edwards. He's got 16. Back to DiVincenzo. He buries it from 3. And now it's a 10-point Minnesota lead.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
And that concludes the first half. Minnesota leading by 10. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They've done a really good job of freeing up the shooters.
Yeah, with how they shot the 3, the driving lane should be wide open in the second half.
And guys, let's turn our attention to the future, shall we? Here's the upcoming schedule.
In that game against the Bulls, they've had the better season, but this game feels close.
More than a few analysts have predicted an upset here. I'm going the other way. I think they take care of business. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
You can join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Hawks trail by 10. On the court for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. And it's Gobert in at the center position. Now here's Okongwu. Pass to Risache. 6 on the shot clock. Okongwu, a screen on Edwards. Here's Daniels. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Minnesota leading by 10. Randall deciding where to go with it. Edwards against Daniels. Back to Daniels. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Okongwu. Risache with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Randall with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. The 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Daniels passes to Johnson. Now here's Risache. Daniels outside. Shoots over Randall. Daniels misses. The Timberwolves shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Outside McDaniels from downtown. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 5 assists in the game. Pass to Risache. And here's Okongwu. Now here's Young. DiVincenzo covering. Young misses. The Timberwolves lead by 13. All right, Doris, let's talk for a moment about Rudy Gobert's defensive IQ.
Let's begin, BA, with his communication on that end. It's an undervalued aspect of defensive performance. Then you talk about his ability to be a rim protector, to be able to rotate in defensive help. There is a reason he has won the Defensive Player of the Year as many times as he has.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
That free throw no good. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, BA, even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Good on the second one.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert has been consistently great on the defensive end of the floor as a rim protector and shot blocker.
Outside Johnson. Outside Risacher. Randall against Johnson. And here's Young. 20 points for him. Atlanta again missing.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
Randall is screen on Young. DiVincenzo pass to McDaniels. Now Randall covered by Johnson. Out to DiVincenzo. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. DiVincenzo's got 16 points now.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And now let's take a look at the small forwards with the highest shooting percentages for the season. 5th best, Jaden McDaniels.
And what an efficient group of scorers. That's the best way I can put it. I mean, they play patient basketball, and the shot selection is excellent.
You know, in addition to that patience and efficiency, they're each extremely talented natural scorers. They've got the kind of precise form all young players would do well to replicate.
Now here's Young. The 3 from Risacher. Edwards pulls it in.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Outside McDaniels. The open shot, Randall. And it falls all over the rim and in. And 12 points for Julius Randle.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
Back to Young. They need this. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here. It's going to be DiVincenzo shooting. That one on Young. Minnesota shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
One shot.
Without a doubt, Ant-Man is one of the most entertaining players in the league, Doris.
You cannot take your eyes off Anthony Edwards when he's playing in a basketball game. The skill set is electric, but beyond that, he's got a 1,000-watt smile, and he understands this is an entertainment medium.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
One shot.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
Pass to Okongwu. The Hawks need to get one up here. From deep, Johnson. No luck on that one.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Randall with it. 12 points for him. Picked by Gobert. To the inside. And Gobert with the stuff.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Now here's Daniels. He has 6. There's Young with the 3. Drains the triple. Young's gotten 4 this quarter.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
DiVincenzo finds Gobert. Randall inside. Covered by Johnson. And it's Randall with the jam.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Now here's Daniels. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. They double Randall.
Boy, what a nice offensive move by Julius Randle. Lures the defender in to draw the contact. That is pretty.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
First free throw is good.
Guys, what you love about Julius Randle is the well-rounded nature of his game. Because he works so hard on his shooting ability, it makes his dribble drive that much more dangerous.
And so he makes both from the line. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
Sachet does things with the ball in his hands that not many of these rookies can do.
The Timberwolves lead by 21. Randall outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. It's McDaniels on the wing. Fires for 3. Drills it from deep. McDaniels got 6 here in the quarter.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Young looking around. Pass to Johnson. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Randall on the screen. The 3. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. Nearly halfway through the season. Let's see the standings out east. You look at the Hawks, middle part of the year. They're in 10th place. They need to put together some wins.
Well, right now for the Hawks, they failed to deliver the great season people were hoping for, but it's far from hopeless. Plenty of time to turn things around for them.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. The three from Rizachet. Minnesota with a rebound.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Here's Young, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Okongwu, a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Young. Money from the wing. Young's got 26.
It's another big night for Trae Young. A relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
And here's Edwards outside. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 8 assists in the game.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Now here's Daniels. He has 6. Knocks it down from distance. Johnson's got 11 points.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Pass to Edwards. Lets the three fly. Hits a three-pointer.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And it's Daniels with the ball for Atlanta. Outside Young. Fires from deep. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Randall, the pass to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. The 3 ball. Doesn't go for him. The Hawks shooting just 36% in the third. Young against DiVincenzo. Young with the bucket.
Yeah, forcing the issue inside. That's a solid finish from Young.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. And here's Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Team sport.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Gay's checked in for Okongwu. Newell comes in for Johnson. Kennard, he's checked in for Rizachet. And it's Alexander Walker in for Daniels. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Naz Reid's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Ingles comes in for Julius Randle. Clark is checked in for McDaniels. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo.
Anthony Edwards is a physical force. This guy has the frame and the game to be an elite 2-way player.
Outside Young. Now Alexander Walker. He has 7. Kennard for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Oh my goodness, Luke Kennard from the next zip code. Good night.
Reed a screen on Young for 3. Conley nails it from 3. Conley's got 6.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Newell. Kennard for 3. No good there.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Up top, Ingles. Clark outside. Pass to Conley. Ingles from outside. And that's collected by Trae Young. 1:58 left in the third. Kennard outside. Hits the trifecta. Give him 8 points now.
Well, this is how Luke Kennard made his way to the NBA. The knockdown 3. Good night.
Outside Conley. To the middle. The kick out to Ingles. There's the triple. The rebound by Atlanta.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Here's Newell. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
And the Hawks making a change here. Krejci's checked in. Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dillingham comes in for Anthony Edwards. The Timberwolves lead by 20. Pass to Reed. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Here's Dillingham. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And that one's good from Conley.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
44 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Kennard. The three is up. Clark grabs the board. Pass to Dillingham. To the wing on the left. Here's Miller. Still without a bucket. Back to Conley. To the left side wing. Reed for three. Rebound Atlanta. Here's Krejci. Pass to Newell. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Newell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range. This is exactly what you want.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. Back after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Luke Kennard out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Johnson. Then it's Newell. And it's Gay in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. The Hawks shooting around 53%, a nice number. Now here's Alexander-Walker. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when Johnson gets an opening, no question he's looking to power it down.
Outside Conley. And here's Clark for three. Newell pulls it in. Newell's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Here's Johnson. Clark covers. Here's Newell. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
Now here's Kennard. Down low. Tries it from the block, and the shot goes in.
Luke Kennard came in with a reputation as a shooter, but how about the passing? He's really working on this aspect.
Outside Conley. Left side Reed. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Nas Reed, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Atlanta making a change here. Krejci's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Shannon's checked in. And so Reed nails them both. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less granted.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career. And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Now here's Conley, covered by Alexander Walker. And here's Dillingham from the arc. They get it back. Reed can't hit from in close.
Boy, the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
And that one is stuffed right through.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Pass to Dillingham. Fires the three. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Here's Alexander Walker. Misses the three. The Timberwolves lead by 19. Outside Conley. Over to the left wing. Randall inside. Johnson on him. Such a wide open look.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Jacks up a three. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Minnesota has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Outside Conley. Back to Reed. Here's Shannon. No good on the triple. Atlanta's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Johnson with a bucket.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
For 3, Conley. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 11 rebounds in the game. And here's Alexander Walker. Kennard outside. 5 on the clock. Pass to Krejci. Here's the three. That shot missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Dillingham. Now Randall. For 3, Conley. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Kennard with it. Pass to Johnson. Back to Kennard. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Alexander Walker. Again, Atlanta.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Shannon. Edwards, he's checked in for Dillingham. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. And so Randall will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's an 18-point lead. Outside Edwards. For 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Hawks have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Outside, Alexander Walker. There's Young with the 3. Knocks down the long J. 34 points for Trae Young.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
There's a screen for 3, Randall. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Outside Young. Daniels outside. Back to Young. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Randall finds Edwards. Fires the 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside, Johnson. He's still feeling it. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
He has zero hesitation from Johnson, trusting his shot.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Outside, Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Yeah, great setup by DiVincenzo with the pick and roll. He is very capable as the screener or the handler.
Here's Young. He takes it in. Here's Daniels. Had a miss there on the triple. The Timberwolves lead by 21. Randall, right side. Outside, Edwards. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. And he lobs it up top. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Assist goes to Dyson.
Edwards looking it over. Shoots a fadeaway. The shot won't fall. The Hawks have gotten 8 of 15 during the 4th quarter. Johnson a screen on Edwards. Alexander Walker nails it from beyond the arc. Alexander Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
And here's Edwards outside. Rebounded by Johnson. Hawks trail by 16. Daniels outside. Left side, Alexander Walker. Picked up by Okongwu. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Now here's Alexander Walker, and stolen by Gobert. Randall with it. Now Okongwu defending. Gobert. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Risachet, he's checked in for Alexander Walker.
Rudy Gobert at the line for 1.
One shot.
And that one falls for Gobert.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
Now here's Risachet. Now Daniels. Johnson a screen on Edwards. 5 to shoot. Here's Daniels. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
Pass to Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Randall a screen on Young. Now here's McDaniels. Puts up a 3. The rebound by the Hawks. And here's Daniels. Outside Young. Picked up by Okongwu. Young can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside Edwards. 1:33 left to play in the fourth. Sinks the tray. Edwards got 15 points in just the second half.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so
connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. Out to the wing for three, Randall. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Oh my goodness, what a response by Randall. Yes, you can make a three, so can I.
Outside Johnson. Back to Young, takes the three. Edwards pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Randall, the pass to Edwards. Can't hit the step back J. Pass to Rizachet. And here is Young. DiVincenzo covering. On the wing, Daniels. From outside, off the mark. Here's Minnesota. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Here's DiVincenzo. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Dante, you won state titles in high school, 2 national titles at Villanova, and now a growing role in the NBA. What has been the secret to your success?
Just my ability to adapt. Different teams, different dynamics of different teams, and just my ability to adapt to that team and fit.
Sky's the limit, guys.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Julius Randle.